Hi everyone, I hope you guys are okay. I'm here to talk about the book that I've been reading for the past couple of weeks, and it's been an interesting one. To the degree that I'm going to do something that I've never done on this channel. And just to remind you what that book is, it is The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead, which was lent to me by a friend about late November. Yes, it was. It was the last week of November last time I saw her, and she gave me this book to read, and I've finally gotten around to reading it. Okay, so in case you didn't see my last video about The Greatest Showman, just to let you guys know, I began this book on New Year's Day. On New Year's Eve, my family suffered a bereavement, which has been quite tough. We've got the funeral next week. It's going to be a very, very emotional day. And because of that, when I came to read this book, when I picked it up on New Year's Day, I found that really hard, to the degree that I went nearly the entire week without reading. I read about 30 pages. And then this week, I've really felt like I really wanted to read. So I've come to my evenings now after work, and I'm like, I want to read. And then I've realised that what I'm reading is this, and a sinking feeling has hit me. Now, that is not a sinking feeling because of the association of this book with what I'm going through at the moment. It's because of this book. Right. I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a minute, but just so you know, this book is about a girl called Cora who is a slave in Georgia with these by these owners, this family that are really obviously horrible to their slaves, and she hasn't seen her mother since she was young, and she gets a chance to run away basically with one of her fellow slaves to go on the Underground Railroad up north to freedom and help people along the way, right? Sounds like a good story. Sounds like an interesting story. Colson Whitehead, he's a good writer. Like, to the degree, the first 9 pages of this book, 9 pages, covers Cora's backstory, what happens with her mother, what happened with her grandmother, the journey that her grandmother took from being picked up in her village in Africa and sent to America, the various journey, the people that got lost along the way, what happened to her grandmother after that, the birth of Cora's mother, and then her birth. He does that in 9 pages. That was astonishing, straight off the bat. So he's not a bad writer. I really find his writing style interesting. But I have been reading this for 2 weeks, and I am 100 pages through this, and I can't take it anymore. I cannot get through this book. As I said, it's not that he's a bad writer. I just cannot connect with this book in the slightest. I think it's Cora. I cannot connect with her as a person. I see her as a fictional, as if I'm watching a film. I'm at the cinema and I'm watching the film. I'm very detached from this story. I am not immersed in this story. I don't have a kind of a connection with Cora to make me want to carry on the journey with her. Right now, she's escaped, right? She's at 100 pages in, she's escaped, and she's off on the train, and I really don't want to take the train journey with her. I feel really frustrated because this week, as I said, I really want to read. I want to get back into this, but I go, all right, I'm gonna read, and I go to my coffee table, and I'm like, oh, it's that book, and I hate that I feel that way. I feel this way. I mean, it's. I'm just gonna find an extract of this that. Here we go. So this was a page that I kind of put a corner to show you kind of the style of the writing, which is good, by Colson Whitehead. So the music stopped, the circle broke. Sometimes a slave will be lost in a brief eddy of liberation, in a sway of a sudden reverie amongst the furrows of while entangling the mysteries of an early morning dream, in the middle of a song on a warm Sunday night. Then it comes, always, the overseer's cry, the call to work, the shadow of the master, the reminder that she is only a human being for a tiny moment across the eternity of her servitude. Stuff like that is a really powerful way of conveying that feeling, where you go from absolute joy to the sudden darkness of, oh my god, this is bang, I've hit reality again. That's superb, but I just cannot connect with this story, and it is driving me mad. I'm desperate to read. I'm desperate to find something to connect to in this process of my mind of where I am at the moment, with dealing with my grief and everything. But this is just I want to like bang my head against this book right now. Like I said, it has got nothing to do with the way it's written. It's written beautifully. I just cannot connect with this whatsoever. So for the first time in this is the third year of this channel, I am not going to finish this book. I'm going to put it down and just walk away. I have only ever felt like doing this once before in the books for this channel, and that was in the first year that I made this channel. I was reading one book a week for a year. That was my challenge. I was determined that I was going to do it, and it was Moby Dick. I hated that book. I found that book harrowing. I was feeling physically ill. As a vegetarian and a book lover, I was like, oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. I cannot. I can't. Oh god, the thought of those animals. Just I love animals. They're just, oh god. And the slog that I was feeling physically sick multiple times during that week, but I forced myself through that book because I wanted to make sure that I read one book a week for a year. That was my challenge. I was going to do it, and I met it, and I was punching the air when that book ended. My sister can vouch for that because she was there to see it. We were at our parents' house for Sunday lunch, and I finished it, and it was, God, I was so relieved when that ended. And I've liked that with this, but because this is a different year where I don't have that pressure on me, I have like slogged through 100 pages in 2 weeks, and this is 300 and some pages. I can't do it, guys. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So I am going to put the Underground Railroad down and not pick it up again. As I said, don't think that it's because of bad writing, because it's not. Colson Whitehead has got this talent. I just can't connect to this story. So yeah, apparently I looked it up. Amazon Prime are actually looking to develop this into a TV series at the moment. So I don't know, maybe the series will intrigue or bring me back or something. I don't know. But it won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction in 2017. So it's been recognised as a very award-winning book, and I totally get why. I can't do it, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. So from tomorrow I am picking up a book that, as you know, with my announcements, I did my first fiction and my first non-fiction announcement at the beginning, right at the end of last year. So the book I'm going to be starting tomorrow, I'm so super excited to read, is non-fiction, and that's Take Courage, Anne Bronte and the Art of Life by Samantha Ellis. So I will be back with my thoughts on that when I'm able to. And as I said, because of the funeral on Wednesday, it might be more likely it'll be the following week or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens and everything. It's going to be an emotional week next week for sure. but yeah, I will be back when I'm able to. Have you read The Underground Railroad? I'd love to know what you thought of it. You can leave a comment in the comments box below, or give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Entirely up to you. And don't let my issues with not being able to connect with this story and therefore not able to finish the book to be a reflection on the writer or anything. If you are interested in this book, please give it a go. I don't want you to not read it just because I couldn't. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm next able to. All right, and guys, bye.